If you're a heat and air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, how can your relationship with your dispatcher hurt you, and why does this matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business, and a fantastic day to talk about you. Okay, so here's what happens is the people that you work with, you end up building really good relationships with over time. And they get a feel for you and you get a feel for them. And one of the things that nobody really talks about in the world of heating and air techs is sometimes that relationship is used against you. And let me give you a couple of examples. You have somebody that calls in and they're upset and they are mad at a different technician that broke some rules, did something wrong, didn't complete the job right, didn't do their work right. Pick a reason, it doesn't matter. And so the dispatcher that you're friends with goes, "Hey, Scott, hey, I need a favor." Like, what's the favor? We got somebody who's really upset at Bobby because Bobby screwed up in 27 different ways. And they go, "Hey, can you take it for the team and go visit this homeowner and take care of them and take care of all their problems?" And you're like, "Yeah, you know what? I'll take it for the team this time. Just, remember me next time." And then what happens is you get the phone call a couple of days later and they're like, "Hey, Scott, I hate to do this to you. I hate to do this to you, but like, we're friends, we're pals, we're buddies. And I really need you to take it for the team again." And you're, "Hey, what's the situation?" "Well, Bobby was out on the call and Bobby screwed up." And you're like, "What's up with this Bobby dude? Why can't he do his job? Bobby's out there making money. Bobby's not having problems. Bobby's getting to go out and take care of new appointments. And I'm stuck holding the bag and having the emotional toll after dealing with a client and being tired and then having to go to my next client." And then, so punchline to the joke, guess what happens? Like, in the space of 7 to 10 days, you run 4 or 5 calls for Bobby, whoever may be in your company, and you've missed out on opportunities, okay? Your relationship sometimes with your dispatch team can count against you. And 1, they may not be doing it on purpose. And 2, it may be easier to have you deal with it than to have Bobby deal with it because Bobby's a complainer, right? Bobby may or may not be real in your company. And this right here is why you should join HVACTechSecrets.com. I'll give you the goods, not the Facebook group, not the YouTube channel. Private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. It's emails. Sometimes you get emails from me once or twice a week. Sometimes it may take a couple of weeks. Depends upon my travel schedule. That relationship that you have with your dispatcher sometimes needs to be escalated, right? Sometimes you do need to go be the squeaky wheel and go have the conversation with your tech manager and say, "Hey, look, I've taken some lumps here and I've had some issues and I've had some problems, right? I'm not trying to throw the dispatcher under the bus. They're trying to do everything they can. And I understand accommodations. But here's the toll that it's taking on me. I am missing new clients. I'm missing new services. I'm missing partnership or club opportunities or maintenance opportunities. I'm missing tech set leads. I'm missing repairs. I'm missing revenue. And ultimately, at the end of the month, if we're doing a month roll of information or a 3-month roll, this can affect my bonus." And, some people will say, "Hey, well, Scott, just have a really good, job description in writing." Well, that dispatcher may not know your job description. That dispatcher may be scrambling. If you've never sat in for the dispatch for a day, the dispatchers have a hard job, right? The call center has a hard job. And no way am I minimizing what they go through. Be aware they're trying to solve problems too. And sometimes the easiest problem is a friendship. Easiest problem to fix is to send a friend. And so it may take a conversation with them. It may take a conversation with the manager. And say, "Hey, look, I don't know if you know this or not, but every time that Bobby screws up and I go out to a call, here's what I miss out on. Here's the opportunity." I'm going to share a story with you. Probably about 10 years ago, I was working with a guy that did financing. He did company easy payment plans. And he went to a company that I know about. And his level of service that he promised and that he was going to deliver wasn't the level of service that the company got. So the owner brought the rep in and put him in the front of the room. And each salesperson stood up and said, "I was in a home. I missed out on one sale that was worth $20,000. And I missed out on $1,500 in commissions. And this is what I missed for my family." And this rep had to stand there and listen to every salesperson and every technician that did any type of sales that missed out on deals, right? So this went on for like, I want to say, let's say an hour and a half, okay? Hour and a half. this rep went through it for an hour and a half, and like every time that somebody would talk, he was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then, so at the end of it, the owner looked at him and said, you're fired. Like, he made him sit through the entire, and this was like a $50 million company. This is a big company down in SoCal. Made him sit through all this stuff that was going on, only to say punchline to the joke. Now that you've done all of that, I hope you feel bad, because the owner tallied up all the numbers and said, because of you, my company lost. It was like something like $1.4 million in revenue in a month. And it cost, like, in commissions, I want to say something like $240,000. Like, the owner had no problem throwing this out there. So if you're going to have these conversations sometimes, maybe if you break it down and say, hey, here's what I missed out on based upon me having to go fix some service calls. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.